track. If your conversion funnel has holes, you waste time and money trying to reach the right people. You'll lose sales because you don't understand the buying behavior on your site. And you end up making high-stake decisions based on guesswork. On the flip side, if you can accurately track what's happening on your site, you can get more leads, better leads, and more sales. That's what blue highlighted text is about. We help businesses scale with fast, clean marketing data.
That's right. That's clean marketing data. Dang. My voice sounds weird.
If your conversion funnel has holes, you waste.
Alright, so that works. And then we add this. Let's see if it works. Damn. Okay. So I just wanted to create a live where Paulo is experimenting with showing his editing process. He's making one of those videos, you know, with the person playing a game underneath. So we're experimenting with that. Yep, that's what we're doing right now. This is the content game. And I know content for a lot of people doesn't matter as much. For us, it's kind of like necessary evil. You use it in order to get track that visitor. You can track if someone watches, pauses, scrolls, skips, whatever they do. And remember that Google, YouTube is a Google product. So there's a lot of negative things that can track from a YouTube short, in this case, or a YouTube video that's embedded on the website, where I have a Google Tag Manager container that contains GA4. I know, it's a lot. But yeah, put that together, really dope. We can figure out how to make the sound of his stream work. Instead,
Time and money trying to reach the right people. You'll lose sales because you don't understand the buying behavior on your site. And you end up making high-stake decisions based on guesswork. On the flip side, if you can accurately track what's happening on your site,
see what else I got.
You can get more leads, better leads, and more sales. That's what blue highlighted text is about. We help businesses scale with fast, clean marketing data.
Is I can pound people with
Conversion funnel has holes.
by just showing them all the iterations of creative.
For sure.
Even though some people are absolute garbage. It's because I create them and I don't know what I'm doing. But the messages sound.
I want to know what the prompt was for this video.
You waste time and money trying to reach the right people.
Probably put like
You'll lose sales because you don't understand the buying behavior on your site. And you end up making high-stake decisions based on guesswork. On the flip side, if you can accurately track what's happening on your site, you can get more leads, better leads, and more sales. That's what blue highlighted text is about. We help businesses scale with fast, clean marketing data.
We help businesses scale with fast, clean marketing data. I think I'm gonna make all my Friday live streams kind of more like this. Just kind of going through, looking at old stuff. Look at this face. Look at my face right here. Why I look like that? This could be interesting. Okay, not that one. You guys want to see a really cool pool shot? So this is my first time flying a drone ever. Fun fact. Paulo made this today, sent it over. Shit, I don't know if I can use that one. Let's do this one. See if it works.
Hey.
Holy wow. All right, we need some music. They got this beat from the Dollar Store. It's all good though. All right, cool. Anyways, yeah, that's what we're doing out here. You guys want to see the original? Here, we're going to show the original real quick, and then we're going to show your version. So this is me playing video games for a living.
This is Drive to Survive Season 7.
So I just found this app, started playing this game. There's a before and after, so stick with me. I'm watching this. Okay, you get the point. I'm playing a racing game basically. All right, now Paulo, his version. We reoriented it, added me talking about GTM,
Which you can't hear right now.
what you can't hear right now, and then obviously explaining what a tag manager does as a container, and then trying to capture monkey brain again. Get a little action. I'm sure you guys have seen these throughout YouTube Shorts, TikTok, even Facebook, whatever. Okay, there's that.
Understanding audience triggers in Google Analytics. 4. Audience triggers in GA4. Fire an event when users become members of a custom audience with specific conditions. These triggers can be used to create complex events and conversions in GA4, such as when users reach a certain milestone or have a certain lifetime value. Up to 20 audience trigger events can be created per property. To create an audience trigger event, first create a custom audience, then navigate to the audience list and select the audience you want to edit, delete. Click on Edit and to the right of the condition builder, under Audience Trigger, click plus Create New to create a new event. You can edit, delete audience triggers by following similar steps and clicking on the pencil or trash can icon. Audience triggers can also be used to fire events for threshold parameters or as proxies for more complex conversions. Using GA4 audience triggers, you can configure advanced conversion logic based on the conditions of audiences.
Yeah, I dig it. I'm a fan.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So, audience triggers are very, very powerful. What I was talking about in that clip, and I want to show you guys that real quick. It looks like this. Let me share my screen. I can figure out where it's at. Shit, do I even have one right now? There it is. Okay. You can share just this. This is for IMP. That's fine. Big shout out to IMP, David Gonzalez. Thank you for having this awesome event for 15 years. It marked 15 years yesterday. Yep. Okay, why can't I build audiences? Oh, time out. One moment. What I want. Let's see. Here's a GA4. Okie dokie. A lot going on here. How's it look on your side, Paul?
It looks good.
So if you click on brand, you have access to all this shit too. So you can like play with it. If you go to brand, right here.
Oh.
Sorry. And then scroll down. So where it says video clips, this is where you get the overlay stuff. And then background, you could switch the background. So you see how everything's black on this side? We could switch that and make a different background for it.
That would be cool to just have the drone footage playing.
You can try it. I think it's a photo only though. You can, if you hover on this, you can, the question mark, sorry. it'll tell you the exact dimensions, similar to that text I sent you earlier. Okay, so CTA click. I'm capturing people. Evergreen master video watcher. I set this up a while. You can see how many people do that. If I wanted to, so there's the IMP website. And again, this is what I was talking about when I started talking about
Understanding audience triggers in Google Analytics. 4. Audience triggers in GA4. Fire an event when users become members of a custom audience with specific conditions. These triggers can be used to create complex.
So the reason that an audience trigger is useful is because if you use it, you can build audiences, send those audiences different places. I don't know what's going on with. Hi. My bad, y'all. Had a oopsie. Okay, let me turn this music down. We'll go no music for now. Let's figure this shit out. Okay, so you can manipulate and play around with that background all you want to, or any of those other sections in the brand area, just so we can, so we can see what it's like. So audience triggers work like this. I can go and build these off of events. So these are events that are currently being tracked. Video start progress. Imagine I wanted video progress and that parameter needed to be, I don't know if I have it in here. Yeah, I do have current time. I could actually have progress would be better. I need to go create one. Let's go video progress. Equals contains. How do I get to contains? I don't want that though. The event wouldn't be video progress. The event would be just video start. Something to that extent, and then video progress will be used as a parameter event. Contains video. Here we go. Video start. Yay. All right. So this is an event name. And then I can say and video start parameter equals let's go video progress. I haven't done it like this before. That's why I'm doing this live, of course. For some reason, this is only showing up. New definition, video progress. And this is going to be an event parameter. And I would do it just like this. And we could have, I got 50 dimensions, 50 metrics. So you can create it right here in the back end. I didn't even realize you could do that. That's really dope. This is the parameter name, and then this is the dimension name, which, you know, typically you would have it match. So I can save. So then I could say this progress could, depending on how I put it together on my side, I can go 10. And then I'm guessing I could go 20, 30, 40, 50, and then let's go 75, 90. something like that. And at that point, I would be able to capture this group of people, video watchers, right? Now, I'm not limited to only having this video start with this progress that contains. I could also just have video start, which is an event that I would see, or I could just, ooh, I wonder if this is for data layer and then this would be for event name specifically. That is interesting for me. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's these events are already seen inside of GA4, right? That's why it's the first thing on the list. It's events. But then if I put it together like this, I can essentially get still an event as a dimension, but I need to name it at this point versus choosing something that's already in existence. I hope that makes sense. I know it's a lot, but if I've already got it showing up inside of GA4, I can use the top method. If I'm yet to create the event name, or I just created it and it's not showing up because it's not tracking inside of GA4 yet, then I would be forced to use the event name version. And then you can see here, these are people who video started. So they started watching the video. We could probably go exclude people who, check this out. So I just want people who started it, but I don't necessarily want people who video complete. So let's go, let's see if there's one that says complete. Let's see what all we have for video. So we only have 2 tracked events, either start or progress. Exclude video progress. And there's no parameters on this, I don't think. Here we go. Page location, current time, duration, percent, provider, title, URL. So I could manipulate this further by saying I want to exclude people who have watched video duration of, I don't know how it's being counted right now. So that's my bad. But let's say 45 seconds. And let's say that it goes that way, or 30 seconds. So if they watched a certain amount of the video, I want to exclude them. Right now, it's not including everybody as video progress who video started, because out of 7, 3 are being excluded, and there's 5 that are in this audience over 9 sessions. Okay, so that's how that looks. Not the cleanest example, but I'm just experimenting with this live streaming stuff, to be honest. So there you go. All right, we got that blue background. That's kind of cool. What do we have for video clips? Or actually, you know what? This overlay thing. Have you seen this? I bet Abby could make an overlay for us. That would be dope. And then we've got the logos for BHT that I can switch out here. So that's fun. Okay. Yeah, that came out of nowhere. What the fuck, man? Okay. So yeah, that's I just lost all the files that I had in here, which really sucks. See if this works. This could be kind of cool. Do we have a version of that we could share? Because I want to see if there's if the audio shows up. Oh, you just you went off. Did you get kicked off when I? Oh, okay, you just left. All right, cool. No, you're good. Paul's done. He's tired of us. He doesn't want to hang out anymore. He's like, man, this live streaming stuff isn't for me. Man, it's all good. All right, so he's about to airdrop me our latest ad. Keep in mind, awesome. I'm really excited about this. So I've got a couple of new clients that I'm working on. Thank you guys for going to fixyourtracking.com and scheduling your free audit. If you're watching this in the future and there's no longer a free audit, you can still get an audit. But if you're watching this in the future and there's not a free audit, then that's a really good sign that we're too busy to do free audits. At some point, you have to charge. At some point, you have to charge because you'd be too busy to do it for free. Okay. Let's see if we can get some audio, baby. There we go. I might have to turn this. Hey, I got an idea. Let's turn this on the big screen. Where's the remote at? I don't know why I looked on the ground like it was going to be sitting there. Like, hey, here it is.
GTM containers are one of my favorite things on the internet, to be honest. It allows you to put all your pixels, all your marketing code, all your softwares into one spot, and then you get to manipulate how and when those things fire certain functions. I know that sounds complicated. Visit fixyourtracking.com. I'll show you how it works.
Yes. Guys, the fact that we have these commercials is such a big win for me.
GTM containers are one of my favorite things on the internet, to be honest. It allows you to put all your pixels, all your marketing code, all your softwares into one spot, and then you get to manipulate how and when the...
All right, so I'm going to turn on my live stream. Sorry, I got to do this right now in front of y'all like this. Actually, you know what? This isn't connected. It's not going to work. I don't think. Nah. So the idea is I want to watch the stream because I'm getting some weird audio stuff on my side. As far as I can't really hear and it slows down. It's almost like a screwed version of the audio is coming through sometimes, depending on what I'm doing on screen and stuff. Excuse me. I shouldn't have made such a long name for the website. Cool, I got some new subscribers. Really appreciate you guys giving us a shot. Okay, I just clicked on the live video. Let's see if it
All right, so that's what we got.
Fire
then back to this.
certain functions. I know that sounds complicated. Visit fixturetracking.com. I'll show you how it works. So GTM containers are one of my favorite things on the internet. To be honest, it allows you to put all your pixels, all your marketing code, all your softwares into one spot, and then you get to manipulate how and when those things fire certain functions. I know that sounds complicated. Visit fixturetracking.com. I'll show you how it works. GTM containers are one of my
Yeah, you can hear the music. Is it too loud? Cool. I can just turn it down here. The lag is crazy, right? It's like we're living in the future. You okay? Yeah. All right. Yeah, it is trippy a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to get to the chance folder. Let me turn this down. All right, so I told you guys in the past, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and shout out Chance real quick. He deserves that for sure. Y'all should go hire him to help you in life. There's some booties. All right. How do I get the chance? Now I can share this. All right, so this is Chance Reynolds. Go check him out. Pretty easy to find him. Decent following. He does a lot of stuff around TikTok, Creator Center, Amazon affiliate. He's just one of those dudes, man. He does a lot of different things, and Deals That Slap was kind of the thing that got me interested in working with him. Where he just goes around and does reviews for all these different products. Now, one thing that he told me that I learned that was pretty interesting is Amazon. Let me turn this shit down. Hold on. It's distracting almost. Amazon will pay you a commission for a product that you do a review on. And that review and that product also, as long as that product's available on Amazon, you can use anything that's randomly in your house. It could be a remote control like this, even though you didn't buy it from Amazon. If it's available on Amazon, you're good. It could be AirPods, all that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty cool little play. And obviously, as you can see, he's done quite a bit. If you guys are wondering, this is where our collaboration came from. Let me show you this. I think it's going to be here, if I'm not mistaken. So I got a couple of tools like this, and it's going to get to where there's more. Oh, I forgot I'm live on this right now. It's kind of trippy. GA4 tracking tips is something he put together. Originally, it was just Reels. So if I go to Reels, this is how you stack this stuff too, by the way, just in case y'all are wondering. The Reels are good for quick followers and growth. The lives are meant to actually give you GA4 tracking tips for real. and show you how I'm using it. And that's why I'm doing this. So I just posted this today, this morning.
The race car that redefines the ultimate track for the power.
Shine Ranker looks like this. So this is me explaining.
Gain invaluable insight.
Allows me to create these. Do a lot of other stuff. I'm just talking about Shine Ranker, really. You see the message. I want people to go to the live stream and interact there. So what you don't know is my tracking setup is set up so that I can capture people who go to fixyourtracking.com inside of my GTM container for blue highlighted text as a company. So if you are there for commercial interest, meaning that you're a business person and you're looking to hire someone like me to help, I can then reach out to you pretty easily based on retargeting you because you visited that site. So these are the systems that matter, and this is why it matters. This is also how BHT as a team has been able to do all this without having a huge following. It's kind of like one of those things, you know, age old, work harder, not smarter. So you can see all the content that we've created. At the beginning, Chance was actually creating content alongside me. Paulo shot this. This is beautiful. I really like this one.
How much is bad data really costing you? I'll give you a hint. It's more than just the money you've wasted on ads that don't convert. If your conversion funnel has holes, you're going to waste time and money trying to reach the right people. You'll lose sales because you don't understand the buying behavior on your site, and you'll end up making high stakes decisions based on guesswork. On the flip side, if you can accurately track what's happening on your site, you can get more leads, better leads, and more sales. That's what blue highlighted text is all about. We help businesses scale with
fast, clean marketing data. All right, so we went from those.
If you're a business owner running $5,000 to $10,000 per month in Google Ads, you need to see this. Google Analytics.
So then we started doing what's called point and click. This is
creating audiences in GA4 is pretty amazing. Here's why. Audience can be created based on dimensions, metrics, and events or sequences of events. Audience can be used to show your ads. It's really interesting because using Google Signals and GA4, you can essentially reach your audience manager and serve ads directly to those targeted users. Although migrating the
So peep this real quick, y'all. I just want y'all to realize something. And I'm not trying to, you know, be weird or whatever, but I'm going to use this live stream to show you how to do things that you can then go do on your own, that you can come in here and ask me questions. But even more importantly, I'm going to run ads to you while you're here at my live stream. I'm going to show you ads, maybe the ad that made you click over in the first place. I don't know.
GA4 might be one of the most important data-related decisions you make this year. You want to make sure that you do it correctly. Amongst this list of common issues, there are a few of these that might have stark consequences. Your remarketing settings get you in a lot of trouble with GDPR from a privacy standpoint.
Cool. But the catch and the thing that I've learned about the data industry and what we're doing here is a visitor who comes to the site for the first time, there's not a whole lot extra I can do with that versus someone who's coming back for a second, third, fourth time. And I can get more specific about what type of content they are consuming, where they're consuming it, what category of content, which is probably the most important piece. But anyways, don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Just want to point
Google Ads had some reports of deflation and inflation on CPA bidding based on conversions.
If you're a small business and you've been struggling with Google
Analytics, there's a couple
of
different types. We started with those. We got a whole bunch of those in the pipeline right now, and then we kind of went over to this style.
Google Analytics 4. Learn how it helps you instantly understand your performance, know your visitors with precision, boost your return on investment, optimize user journey for success, drive sales with e-commerce tracking, tailored analytics at your fingertips, track cross-platform Insights with Google Analytics 4. Measure marketing impact with precision. Go to fixyourtracking.com to learn more. Google Analytics 4. Learn how it helps you instantly understand your performance.
I'm marketing right now, guys. I'm marketing to show you where to go interact with me more. And on top of that, I might show you a feature or something that you didn't know existed. Circular, it's all circular. I love this ad. We need to do the version of this one where the core is into the container, is into the GTM container. This is like the one that we originally wanted to do that on, I remember. Cool.
Things on the internet, to be honest. It allows you to put all
And
your
now
pixels,
this
all your marketing code,
image
all your softwares
is similar
into
to
one
that,
spot,
but we would want to
and
do
then
like
you
that
get to
pouring
manipulate
motion.
how and when those things fire certain functions. I know that sounds complicated. Visit fixyourtracking.com. I'll show you how it works.
Yeah. So earlier, folks, we just watched Paulo put that together. And then we go back here. This is TikTok so far. No, my numbers aren't crazy, guys. I know that. I've noticed that I don't have a whole lot going on as far as that's concerned. However, when you start to look at who's interacting with the site and who's signing up for things and who's just interaction, engagement. Subscribers are cool. I don't think that stuff matters as much anymore, or followers, whatever. Because I'm learning that getting folks to show up to actually talk about this stuff usually gets them into the territory they need to be in. This is crazy right here. It's like the first TikTok I did.
Guys, check me out
2021
on
2
YouTube.
subscribers,
So
man.
the link is in the description. You can
back when that logo was different.
Setting up.
So one thing that I want to share with everybody also is Blue Highlighted Text was just a blog. Didn't start as an agency, didn't start as a freelance situation, nothing. I was just learning this stuff in real time.
How to switch from Universal Analytics to Google Analytics 4. Switching to GA4 is inevitable.
All right, watch how I
Free
do this.
version of GA was set to stop gathering data from July 2023. However, some UA properties are still function per usual, and reports are saying access to previously processed data in Universal Analytics property for at least 1 year after. Either way, Universal Analytics reports will no longer be accessible after a certain date. GA4 collects data more efficiently and has better privacy features. GA4 offers more customization, control, and real-time attribution data. GA4 is focused on event tracking, which is more flexible and easier to use. Visit fixyourtracking.com to book a consultation. Here's the GA4's data retention policy, what you need to know. Google Analytics 4 is replacing Universal Analytics very soon. Data retention controls allow you to set the amount of time user level and event level data is stored before it is deleted. GA4 only offers 2 options for data retention.
No, we're just laughing because
the reset on new activity.
we have some theories about
resets the
people who go off screen while they're
with
live
each new
streaming.
event from that user. To update your
saying
data
bye
retention
to
controls
Paulo.
in GA4, log in and navigate
We'll
to
see
the data
him
settings
Monday. Yeah, we're
data
back to him a
retention
little
section
bit.
in the admin panel. Here's the GA4's data retention policy.
Oh, and it just plays again.
Google Analytics 4 is
on data
Universal
retention,
Analytics
guys,
soon.
there's 2 months,
controls allow you to
14
set the
months,
amount
very
of
basic
time,
stuff.
user level,
You
and
want
event
to
level
choose
data is
14 months.
stored before
Obviously,
it
it's
is
longer.
deleted.
You get to
GA4
keep your
only
data for longer. Now, if you needed to keep it
2
even
months
longer
or
than
more.
that, you have
The
to set up
reset
the
on
warehouse
activity
solution.
setting in GA4
I don't care which one you
resets
use.
the
I
user
prefer,
identifier
and I
each new
say BigQuery.
To update
BigQuery
your
allows
data
you
retention controls in
to connect
GA4,
natively
log
with
in and
GA4.
navigate to the data
What
settings
does that mean,
data
Jordan?
retention
Well,
section in
it
the
means
admin
this.
panel.
I'll show you.
Here's the GA4's data retention policy, what you need to know. Google Analytics 4 is replacing Universal Analytics very soon.
Give me a sec.
Data retention controls allow you to set the data is stored before it is deleted. GA4 only offers 2 options for data retention, 2 months or more. The reset on new activity setting in GA4 resets the retention period of the user identifier with each new event from that user.
Okay.
To update your data retention controls in GA4, log in and navigate to the data
in settings. There's this section for different things. So these are native integrations. So they're Google products. You can use BigQuery. I'm not going to click on these because I don't want to share any data that the client might not want to see, want everybody else seeing. But you can connect your website on the back end of GA4 so that all that information is being fed into the same place. AdSense, Google Ads, Ad Manager links. I don't use that. You might. I think that's a 360 thing. BigQuery links, that's what I was talking about there with data retention. BigQuery is a warehouse. It allows you to keep your data for longer. Why would you want that? Maybe if you're doing like seasonality stuff or quarter over quarter, year over year. What were sales like this time last year, etc. Search console links, I really think that's useful, especially if you're just trying to figure out what's happening SEO wise from Google standpoint, etc. So there's a lot you can do. You can add all these things natively. And the question that you want to ask yourself is, why would you not? You know, why would you not put it together? All right, I'm gonna run some more commercials for you guys. And go off camera. Again, don't judge me.
section. Create or modify conversion events.
All right.
Google Analytics 4 properties now have
commercial break
complementary features to improve data quality. One of the new features is modify events, which allows users to fix tagging issues by renaming or deleting events and parameters directly within the GA4 interface. Modify events can save the day in situations where fixing tagging issues at the source is not possible.
All right.
To use modify events, start by going into the events.
I didn't go off camera. Oh well.
Event.
So this is what this looks like.
Event modifications by entering a modification name, matching conditions, and a new name for your event. You can also make changes to additional event parameters.
I got a couple of different layouts as well. Let me play around with this just a
real-time debugging allows you to see your event modifications as you deploy, test them. All changes only work moving forward and will not fix any of the data that has already been collected.
It's kind of cool. Not the most useful, but it looks cool.
Create or modify conversion events. Google Analytics 4 properties now have filter components and other complementary features to improve data quality. One of the new features is modify events, which allows users.
I use modify events quite a bit, actually.
Renaming or deleting events and parameters directly within the GA4 interface. Modify events.
This might be really good for prompting me while I'm on live to start talking about certain things.
To use modify events, start by going into the events report and click modify.
Trying to think
then create event modifications by entering a modification name, matching conditions, and a new name.
Good example of this that I would like to show.
You can also make changes to additional event parameters at the same time and create up to 50 event modifications. Real-time debugging allows you to see your event modifications as you deploy, test them.
I don't really have anybody who's got a really tricky setup.
Data that has already been collected.
Let's see what I got here.
Create or modify conversion events.
I'll be showing you guys what I'm looking at if it's worth
other complementary features to improve data quality. One of the new features is modify events, which allows users to fix tagging issues by renaming or deleting events and parameters directly within the GA4 interface. Modify events can save the day in situations where fixing tagging issues at the source is not possible. To use modify events, start by going into the events report and click modify event. Then create event modifications by entering a modification name, matching conditions, and a new name for your event. You can also make changes to additional event parameters at the same time and create up to 50 event modifications. Real-time debugging allows you to see your event modifications as you deploy, test them. All changes only work moving forward and will not fix any of the data that has already been collected. Create or modify conversion events. Google Analytics 4 properties now have filter
Okay,
components
I'm setting it up right now. Don't worry.
to improve data quality. One of the new
Bear with
features
me.
is modify events, which allows users to
Just
fix
trying to make
tagging
sure it's
issues by
accurate here.
renaming or deleting events and parameters directly within the GA4 interface. Modify events can save the day in situations where fixing tagging issues at the source is not possible. To use modify events, start by going into the events report and click modify event.
Subscribe for
Then
Flex.
create event modifications by entering a modification name, matching conditions, and a new name for your event. You can also make changes to additional event parameters at the same time and create up to 50 event modifications. Real-time debugging allows you to see your event modifications as you deploy test them. All changes only work moving forward and will not fix any of the data that has already been collected. Create or modify conversion events. Google Analytics 4 properties now have filter components and other complementary features to improve data quality. One of the new features is modify events, which allows users to fix tagging issues by renaming or deleting events and parameters directly within the GA4 interface. Modify events can save the day in situations where fixing tagging issues at the source is not possible. To use modify events, start by going into the events report and click modify event. Then create event modifications by entering.
So if I show you this, it's going to get quiet, and then let's see. Okay, I got my mic back. All right. So this is what I've been doing, and this is what I usually do with situations like this. So you have a form submit. A form submit is a form submit is a form submit. If you go to the website, somebody submits a form as the contact page or for a pop-up, and there's like some newsletter they're signing up for. Something simple, right? You can do it this way. This is a newsletter that has a form class equal to this series of, words. Sorry, I can't think. So this modification allows it so that instead of me counting a form submit as a catch-all, right, which a lot of people do, including me for certain setups, if that's what the client requests, we would transform that event away from naming it a form submit and just call it a newsletter form submit newsletter, sorry. So this is the modified parameter. Now remember, a parameter can be an event name. It can also be other things. And my computer's hella laggy right now. I can also add other parameter values in here, which is really dope to me. That's what I like the most, is that it gets super interesting. I can go affiliation, subscriber. I don't know. I don't really know how you would use the affiliation thing. Group ID. Maybe that's more appropriate. But then notice this, where it says source parameter name or ABC. I can put in a variable of sorts. So source parameter could be user ID. Let's say it's in camel case. And let's say that this is going to come over from, if you know, you know. So now user underscore ID. One thing that I learned is there's like this difference in cases and how they work and how they communicate to each other. So user ID in snake case connected to this variable. So now that variable value will come over and populate there. I haven't experimented a whole lot with variables inside of modified event, but I'm excited to start using them and learning it. You might watch me and say, well, why would you tell people this, right? Why would you show people these different things that the tool can do, these different things that you can set up for clients, blah, 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 blah. For me, it doesn't matter if I show you, it sincerely does not matter if I show you.
World, understanding user behavior,
because I
crucial for
want people to
businesses.
understand
That's
that
where Google
this
Analytics
industry
steps in.
and my
But
work
did you know that there's a
messy.
significant
I
difference
want
between
to
Universal Analytics
explore,
and the new Google
experiment,
Analytics
figure
4?
out, learn,
Universal
and
Analytics
then share
primarily
that
focuses on
process as
session-based
well.
tracking, providing insights
There's
on
no
user
reason to
behavior
try to
within a
be
specific time frame.
perfect
However,
in
Google
how I
Analytics
deliver this
4
stuff
changes the
or
game
what
with its
I'm working
event-driven
on.
data model. This approach
Y'all
offers
know
a
what I
more
don't know.
in-depth understanding of user interactions
The
across
thing that I keep
platforms and
coming across
devices.
time and time
So,
again
what
is
does this mean for you? By switching to Google Analytics
the
4, you'll have access to improved data
founding member of
attribution, allowing
BHT
you to make smarter
is pretty
decisions
much
and optimize your marketing strategies. Don't miss out on this
having
opportunity.
the
Upgrade today.
relationship, building it with the clients so they
In today's
understand
digital
that
world, understanding user
I'm putting
behavior is
together
crucial for businesses.
to an
That's where
ability
Google
that is
Analytics steps in.
beyond where I
But did you know
currently
that
am,
there's a
right?
significant difference
I
between
think that's
Universal
really important.
Analytics
I've
and the new
always kind of
Google
approached
Analytics
it like,
4?
hey, yeah, I
Universal
know
Analytics primarily focuses on session-based
a lot.
tracking,
I know
providing
quite a bit,
insights on user
but
behavior during a
there's
specific
more
time frame.
to it. There's even
However,
more that we can
Google
explore.
Analytics
There's
4
even more that
changes
we
the
can
game with
find.
its event-driven data model. This approach offers a more in-depth understanding of user interactions
I'm
across
talking the whole time
platforms and
with these
devices.
videos.
So, what does this mean for you? By switching to Google Analytics 4, you'll have access to improved data attribution, allowing you to make smarter decisions and optimize your marketing strategies. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Upgrade today. In today's digital world,
These ads are some of my favorites. I started playing around with them towards the end. This is like just stock footage from some site subscription we have.
Hey, you might be tasked with needing to understand how to
Then we
use
got this
Google Analytics
style.
4 immediately. Well, good thing for you, I have a playbook with your name on it.
Good thing
So
for
in my
you.
previous videos, you might have seen me going over recommended events and standard support documentation there. But as you can tell at the top, there's quite a bit of support documentation to go through. So I've done it one better. I've taken each subject inside of the GA4 support documentation and created an entire subject column here, as well as video assets, blog references, and even course references if you want to pay to learn. Not only did I do this playbook feature for GA4, I also have a playbook that's specific to GTM as well.
I always forget. I forget the things that I've done
with
sometimes.
needing to understand how to use Google Analytics 4.
As far as I don't know if that's working the way I wanted to or not.
Support documentation
So we're not going to do this.
But as you can tell at the top, there's quite a bit of support documentation to go through.
All right, let me
I've
flip
done it
to
one
another
better. I've
screen.
taken
So
each-
this guy right here is what I'm talking about in that particular clip. GA4 playbook sheet. So all these subjects come from Google Analytics and their, support documentation. So if you just hover over it, you can see support.google.com and the different subjects that match whatever was written there. Identify and wanted referrals. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Events, conversions, obviously, measure lead generation. Universal Analytics will be going away. We got a whole section on Universal Analytics properties. We got analytics APIs, policies and data policy. Not for everybody, obviously. However, the idea of this document is to inform you to whatever extent that you want to be informed. Some of these have assets in them. Again, I don't have anything to hide, y'all. This is put together pretty well, but it could be so much better. There's only one resource here. There could be like 3. That's that aim that we had for as a team. But as you can see, some of it didn't really work out. And then I've got an Analytics Mania course. So if I go over here to this course, I just kind of copy paste. I need to figure out a way to quickly and easily go to this course without having to copy paste it. You can just, I should be able to just click it and go to it. But this is Julius's course.
In advertising, go to conversion paths. Personally, I use this
don't
report
wanna
way less
give
frequently compared to
away
one
his
comparison report.
course.
The main reason is that I often face particular bugs in the
I'm
industry.
just
I hope
gonna
on conversion
show
select
you that it works.
organic social. Okay, apply.
So this conversion
This report is
paths
very difficult
is
to
a
work with,
really
and you will
good
have to
tool. And in
data
this
driven attribution
case,
give to each.
you get a chance to see this. So default channel grouping, you can see social was responsible, how much revenue, you can see purchase revenue right there.
Channel. So in this case,
you can see how many days to conversion. So this one took 19 days before they actually went and bought. That's for people like Annabelle. I love her to death, my wife, but she loves putting things in the add to cart, just letting it sit there for a while. 2 touch points to conversion. This one's got 3, and you can see it matches on the left side. Now imagine, this is where it gets really dope in my opinion. You have, I think this is in order of how many conversions are responsible. So you've been getting your best conversions from organic social. There's also organic search to organic social. So we have 2 times searched. This is what the visitor did before they converted, by the way. 2 times search, and then 3 times on social that they've interacted with this particular property. So the brand in some way, shape, or form. And remember, this is your social profiles. This is your email. This is your paid ads that you're running. This is just your website, people jumping on the website. It's going to capture different traffic from different places, but it's all going into the same data property, so data stream. But that's why GA4 is powerful, is it doesn't really matter where the traffic comes from. I can track it, and we can attribute it accordingly, especially whenever you have a situation where you're making money on your site. You would love to know who's responsible for the most conversions, who's responsible for the most revenue out of that group of conversions, what traffic source is, where the buyers are at, what traffic source is responsible for the least amount of touch points before people actually purchase stuff. So these things are good to just know and realize for your business, and understand that each brand and each industry is going to be completely different. That's why I kind of treat
case organic
all
social
these
gets 99%
setups
of the
a
credit, and then
little
organic
bit
search
differently.
has 1%. Here, organic search got 75, while referral got 25. If you want to clear the filter, then you can click X right here. Also, another setting is available if you click on this part. If you edit something right here, it will be the same as if you added filter right here. But if you want, you can also narrow down to a particular length of conversion paths. For example, let's say that you don't want to see all paths that are basically just one touch point.
Okay, anyways, jump back. So this is the same thing, GA. So we just went over here. I need to figure out a way to not mess that up. And that was path exploration, or was it conversion paths? Conversion paths. I lost my place. But you can always push Control F and say conversion paths. And this is it. Annabelle has some food for me. Heck yeah. Wife of the year. Conversion paths report. So this is where we were just at. Let's say you don't have column F, so the yellow, bright yellow portion. You don't want to buy a course like I did with Analytics Mania. Although I suggest you do, you don't have to. You can still go here and get a blog. So this blog is from Optimize Smart, and they're pretty big in the space as well. And then let's say I want to watch a video, but I don't want to do the paid course. I could just go this direction. I don't know how to click on it quickly and easily, but and then that looks like
Conversion
this.
paths can be found in the advertising attribution section
I wonder why
conversion
she used
paths
this.
report. In this report, you can
Let's put a so that's there. Root and branch is pretty solid. Conversion path report from RMI Analytics. This looks pretty good. I haven't even heard of RMI Analytics yet. So yeah, they don't have hardly any videos. That doesn't mean they're not any good, but okay. Let's give them a shot. Why not? Shout out to RMI Analytics. I'll go over to the video and tag this in the comments or something. Yeah, that's what the cool kids are doing, right? All right, so got this conversion path situation. If I scroll this direction, you're going to see it there. It's this one, and then the cool thing about this document is I can just click the edit, and now I've got another one as well. I want to leave the selector for the top, and then I'll go here. So now I've got this, and that's done. So now the main thing is going to be select, and then you can pick which video you want to watch. I wonder if I could name the videos from here too, so we can kind of see whose video is what. Yeah, that's the only thing that's missing, is being able to like customize the color, but I can't like customize the unless I can. Nah. So anyways, point is I can play this video.
Hey, and welcome back to Learning GA4. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the conversion path report and try and give you a little bit of information on how to edit the report and walk through it. First and foremost, how do we find our conversion path report here in GA4? It is located
Oh, that's why it's doing
here
that. Hold on.
in the advertising tab, 4 down from the home tab.
Because I changed that earlier with the twins.
After clicking that, you'll see under the attribution model on the left, conversion paths. Let's select that. Before we go into describing how to use this interface in these reports, let's talk about what a conversion path even is. So, as the name suggests, the conversion path report gives you an insight into the path that provokes conversion. It also shows you how attribution models distribute the credits along the path. This report consists of 2 sections. 1, a data visualization section, and 2, a data table. Here, the data visualization section allows you to check which channels have the biggest impact on initiating, supporting, and closing the conversion. The bar charts of chosen segments show the value of selected dimensions, the channel, source, medium, or campaign. You can change these here. You can also change the type of cross-channel we have, whether it's data-driven, last click, first click, etc. As for the data table, it shows you the paths that lead the users to close conversion. It uses the following data: conversions, purchase revenue, days to conversion, and touch points to conversion. You can see them as the column headers here. Now, this is just the default view, but let's say we want to see, instead of by channel group, it broken down by campaign. By selecting campaign here, our visualization and table should change. For our table, we also have the ability to see even more rows per page. The default is at 10, but let's see what it looks like at 25. Now that's a lot more information. You can also navigate through different pages either by putting them in numerically or by clicking this arrow key right here. We also want to learn a little bit more about who is leading these conversions, and we want to narrow it down. So let's go ahead and try and narrow down our conversion events a bit more by clicking here. By default, all of our conversion events will be selected, but for this example, let's just click one, purchase, because we want to see who is using this data and purchasing items. Click apply. You'll see again that our visualization and the table have updated to now show that these are just purchases. We also probably want to add a filter. Click here to add a filter to this data. When it comes to filters, we can include up to 5 different conditions, but let's just add one to start with. First, let's add the dimension. I think a fun one to go with will be country. Let's see what values we have for country. Let's select the United States to see which purchase events have happened in the United States in our custom date range. Click Apply. You can easily see how now, just by a few buttons, we can see what type of audience members, those from the United States, are coming across in what campaigns, and how they're acting through the visualization and through the table. You can also adjust the path length. For this one, we have all touch points already selected. But by clicking here, you can edit this. Equals to, not equals, greater than, less than, etc. Let's go ahead and change our path points, instead of all of them, just to 2. After clicking Apply and letting it load, we'll now see that we only have 2 touch points, our early and our late, because we've edited our path length.
Good stuff,
After
man.
finishing this, you probably want to share said report with somebody. By clicking this right here, it'll provide you a link which you can share to anyone who has access to this web property. I hope this quick demo has been useful in showing you how conversion paths and the conversion path report in GA4 can easily show you how your visitors are getting through your website. If you have any more questions, please put them in the comments below, or wait until we push out a new video. Hopefully we'll answer them there. I hope you've learned a lot today, and I'll see you guys in GA4.
So try not to smack in your ear. Sorry. That's what I love, that part. This community.
An entire subject column here, as well as
It's
video
strong. The community's strong. There's a lot to learn around the tool. There's not a lot of content out there just yet. It's a growing situation. It's a growing industry. There's going to be a lot of AI stuff that comes in. There's going to be obviously quite a bit that GA4 can do that people don't truly understand why they should care or how to use it. But eventually, you know, once you have every industry on board and everybody's got a competitor that's doing it a little bit better than them, and they're trying to figure out how they got their edge, these are the things that matter. This is tuning a high horsepower engine. This isn't, you know, going to make a difference if you don't even have an engine, or you just, you know, you don't have the car itself. But this makes all the difference when it comes to getting the most out of the setup.
Hey, you might be tasked with needing to understand how to use Google Analytics 4 immediately. Well, good thing for you, I have a playbook with your name on it. So in my previous videos, you might have seen me go.
Okay,
Are you currently using the Google Tag Manager container? Let me show you the best way to set it up on a WordPress site. This is the plugin that really got me started on Tag Manager. My favorite part is that the basic data includes post page titles, dates, category names, tag names, author IDs, post IDs, logged in status, user role, user ID. Now they've got some beta features around.
Don't get me started on logged in status, visitor logged in state. If you guys care about that particular topic, please hit me up in the comments. I can make more live streams and videos and tutorials about how powerful visitor logged in state is. I have a client that sells courses directly on their site. Just show it to you. The cool thing about this is it's like 2 for 1.
Weather data, as well as media player events, scroll tracking, and some other things. But ultimately, this is the best tool that you can use in order to get the most out of your marketing stack on WordPress. Are you currently using the Google Tag Manager container? Let me show you the best way to set it up.
Okay. Sure, you guys have seen me play around with this site quite a bit. Why should you care, and why does it matter? Well, when I go here and I start to open up my tools, oops, I'm gonna turn this on. You start to see the world a little bit differently. Excuse me. So I can click around. There's different stuff going on. There's this guy.
It is no secret that your website.
Let me, hold on. I got an idea. Hey, Annie. Time out. I've got an Annabelle break. Come give me a hug.
So much inception.
So much inception. Okay. I love you.
What time is dinner tonight?
It's a good question. I need to text Greg. I'll text him a little bit. Okay.
Enjoy. Love you.
Right. Okay, so check this out and watch. Hello, want to try Synergy? It's free co-op. I don't know what that is. Okay, so anyways, the thing that I missed in what I was just about to show you inside of GTM, so I can show you this data layer, and then we go to the page load event. You're going to notice that the visitor's logged out. But I was clicking around, so there's view page view, there's view home page view event for, that's the main page also. And you see all this information in here regarding that visitor. Remember, this visitor is not logged in right now. This is me. I'm the visitor. It's me. Now, what I wanted to do, and the reason that I went back, is I want to turn on this debugger. It's a different debugger. It's for GA4. So if I jump over, I know I got a ton of tabs. Yeah, I get it. Analytics. And I'll share this when the time's right. Give me one moment. I'll jump over to Portrait Masters. Which GA4? So a lot of people I've noticed have, I don't want to touch this because it's just not, a lot of people have there's a pink, I'm not going to show it because I don't want to, man, I guess it doesn't really matter. Here, let me show you. So you see this? You see this? This lets me know that it's a universal analytics property. That's how you know. Don't do that. Don't go that route.
Traffic again. We were able to use GA4 to build audiences that have a 97% match rate. That means they can easily be found inside of Google Ads network between YouTube, search, display, and Gmail. And that's for 66,000 people.
This stuff matters, man. It can matter. It just depends. So this is debug view. I turned the debug Chrome extension on. Check out my other live streams where I talk more about Chrome extensions and how to use the right ones for the type of work that we're doing here. I can see a page view, and that's correct. But then I want to see this lady's trailer because I'm not logged in yet. So if I go to that, and then I go back to GA4. Shit, you didn't see that. Sorry. So I went back to this lady, the simple guide to unlocking your sales potential. Okay. So this is an add to cart situation. I'm not logged in. I don't have access to this. Notice that I can log in, but this would say account if I wasn't currently logged in. If I was currently logged in. Anyways. Okay, we got a link click. We got another page view. So there's two page views. this page view is going to tell me something else. So I can go page location, words for photographers. This is that same lady that we're looking at right now. Words for photographers, marketing 101. It's me showing that I'm looking at that. I know this is redundant. I know it's whatever. But then when I click this,
it is no secret that your website, social media profiles, and marketing materials have to capture your potential client's attention by articulating the power, purpose, and point of who you are and what you do as a photographer. But this can be incredibly difficult to do, especially when you're not sure how to talk about it, and especially in front of an audience.
Okay. So that's cool and everything, but the event that I'm really excited about is we have a video trailer click. Why is that significant? Why do you care? Well, this is from Vimeo. I know it's from Vimeo. It's an event that I'm capturing in GA4 only. I'm not capturing this in GTM or anywhere else. I don't even think it's showing up in the data layer here. Well, I got trailer button, which is part of what I'm using in order to pass it along. But inside of the model as well, we don't have anything that says like it's a Vimeo click, right? We got a trailer button again, etc. So what you can do and why it matters is I could then build an audience based on this. So I got Vimeo trailer click. Let me just duplicate here. I'm gonna have to like actually have a clean, simple browser situation in order to make these go a lot faster. Let's see here. So if I go here, then here, then here, then pick an event, Vimeo trailer click, right? And then let's say that I also wanted it to be for where are my events? Like I should be able to do like page URL or something. So what you'll find when you start to play around with this, page title, let's do it like this, camel case. I might have to switch it off though. So let's go this way. Arbitrary param. And then we'll say that it contains, that's a very specific audience. Okay, I see what we're doing here. So this is what this is called. It is what it is, right? It's called this. Matches regex. I don't know how to use regex yet. Oops, I'm not supposed to say that, huh? I am. So this is the page title, and it contains that for a Vimeo trailer click. So this, when this happens, there's been 5 people that this has been true for, users in this audience right now. 48 different sessions. These figures are estimated based on the last 30 days. Actual audience size may vary. Okay, whatever. I have this now, and it's based on a certain page title. So what does that mean? I can build these out for the website, take the time to build them all the way out. This client hasn't been responsive to that, but hey, if they wanted me to, I could build this all the way out for every single course that they offer. So now I know which course is getting the most Vimeo trailer clicks. But then I can turn around and put this audience, since I have an audience, I can put that in Google Ads and run ads directly to it. So yeah, you might think to yourself, okay, well, that would be stupid. Why don't you just remove and capture the entire audience and segment from there? I could. I totally could. And then I would know that they are clickers. They're Vimeo trailer clickers. but then I'd have to get, smart about how I wanted to build my audiences and send those over, right? It's not hard. I know a lot of people are really weird about, oh, this takes too much time or takes too much energy or it's uh, too much going on. I get it. There is understanding what can be done. There's knowing how to implement what you understand that can be done. And then there's implementing the cleanest version of that thing that you understand can be done. I personally, instead of sitting there and playing chess in my head all day, I like to put together a first version, get it going, see if it's useful, see how we can manipulate it further, and then based on performance, based on what's valuable to the client and what's not, based on the receptivity to what I'm building out, it depends on how far I go. Because I mean, the fun part of my job and the part that I think made it so that this was my breakout career win is I'm really just in here experimenting. I get to experiment all day and it's perfect for how my brain is wired. So experimenting can be very useful when you have a reason to do so.
Like
And
you
so
do here on social media. That is exactly why I created
obviously
Words for Photography.
we can do that way. And I can pull in the page title. Obviously, it's a Vimeo trailer, so it's already understood that I am logged out at that time because that's how trailers work. So it's fun. Now let's try that same thing. If I click log in, it's going to open up this. I'm going to go ahead and do it. We got page view. We got some other information. We're sending it over. Allow display features, blah, blah, blah. And now we have this push that's happening inside of there. I wonder why that happened like that. Oh, here it goes. Okay, I just had to reload the tool itself. So I have Visor ID. I really love the fact that Visor ID is available because I could use that and map it internally. I'm pretty sure, I don't know because they haven't told me, but I'm pretty sure having a CRM ID or a visitor ID is huge for them. Because now I can really, even without having any PII, so personally identifiable information, I can push the visitor email hashed version over to GA4, and that'll always be available because that's just how it's built. So I'm going to actually show you that real quick. Might as well. Unless it doesn't show up. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I mean, it's turned on right now. Let's see. Why would it not show up right now? That's what I'm more interested in. Oh, because it's not live yet. Yeah. Damn. So I push it in the preview mode. I know one way around that. Let's go tag manager. Let me show you guys something real quick. Again, I experiment all day. This is what I do. From this one experiment, I've learned a lot about what I can do. Okay, let's share this. This is great. I love this.
GTM containers are one of my favorite things on the internet, to be honest. It
side by
allows you
side.
to put all your pixels, all your marketing code, all your softwares into one spot, and then you get to manipulate how and when those things.
Pretty wild to me. We're here. I'm here. All right. So if I show you guys this, this is Portrait Masters. We're running around. Okay, whatever. If I go into preview mode, you're going to see that you can actually see the visitor stuff as it's happening through an event that I set up. This isn't live on the site yet, so it's not going to show up in the debug mode, unfortunately. So if I click this, let's use the same example, Jordan. Come on, let's make it easy. So I'm scrolling around and I decided I want to go here. And notice that I'm logged in right now. So let's log out real quick. It's just picking up the other state of the browser. Yeah, you guys get it. Okay. Again, shout out to Nikki for allowing me to do what I need to here. All right, so this is all going to show up in debug. I've got 18 new things that happened. I've got this login event that fired. And it's going to show you, yeah, so I don't have to finish. Username, type, state, they're currently logged in. This is their ID. This is their email hashed. I can't push in personally identifiable information, but I can take your username. And if it's your first, last, I guess I can have that, which is wild, but that would be one way around it. However, this is the thing. Google doesn't, they frown on that. They don't want you to have first name, last name, email in there. But really, I don't need that for my reporting. I mean, shouldn't I be okay with visitor ID? Shouldn't I just be okay with a user ID? What I'm trying to do and what I want to figure out isn't how every single user is acting to a point to where I can identify that they're acting a certain way, that one individual, right? Because one individual isn't always going to be that important to, you know, your website or your tracking or your results. However, if you have groups of visitors who are all doing a certain thing, you have visitors that are going to one category of your site or one section of your site consistently, then it matters. It starts to matter. So just being able to say, you're like, okay, what does this mean, Jordan? Well, if I can, this event called login, if I can group an audience based on an event called login, that's going to be super powerful for me. Wow, I didn't even show any of that, but I was just talking about, okay. So I was just talking about this event called login, where I have visitor email hashed, their ID, their login state. All this is available in the data layer. So I can choose login as an event to build an audience based on what I just showed you earlier, right? Very, very powerful stuff, useful. And if you had information like that, you can then go take a look. All right, who's logged in? I can also look at Vimeo trailer click, and I can know what button was clicked based on that. You can see what session, how many sessions they've had. I've had 47 sessions. I've been on here a lot, just playing around. You got page title. So now if I have page title along with the fact that I know that we've got Vimeo trailer click, it's a lot. Now I don't really need much more other than that to then go into a report and pull those two metrics, page title, Vimeo trailer click. So be event and page title. And then I have information based on these things. And I could use that, hand that to the client, and they would be able to make marketing decisions based on that. I could also build for them an audience based on what I just said, send that over to Google Ads, and allow them to track and do what they need to. On top of that, I could create what's called a login event using a Facebook template. And that looks like this. This is the last one, and then I'm done. So if I wanted to go here, imagine a situation where I had like a test workspace. I open this up, I go in, jump over to Facebook. There we go, Facebook pixel. Okay, let's say that's the pixel ID. I don't know if it is. And then you have standard events. Standard events for Facebook, page view, add payment info, add to cart, add to wish list, complete registration, contact. You can read. Okay, all this stuff. None of these say login. None of these say lead is nice, but initiate checkout, nice, but maybe contact is the word we use. Complete registration, no. So in this case, let's go custom, or we can use a variable. So for an idea, what if I did this? No, they're not gonna let me. I thought they were gonna have me allow me to write next to the curly bracket, type in additional information. That'd be kind of crazy, because then I could say username plus, right? So let's go variable username. Or if I wanted it to be tomatoes or apples to apples, I would do it like this, login. So this event is going to fire called login whenever someone logs in. They would log in whenever the window's loaded, because that's how they log in on the other event. So we can go Facebook event. Okay, simple. Now you see this. I see a GA4 event. I see a login event. You see the same exact trigger that is going to fire both of those. The difference, and there's a hell of a difference, is along with that login event, I have what's called event parameters, which allows me to pull in visitor type, their email, their ID, and their username. Now, it's awesome. I might be able to set those up here. I haven't done it before, but advanced matching, which is a Facebook thing. So now, okay, we're doing this custom information data parameters. I can do it here, parameter names and value. So now, I mean, where there's a will. And so for this is advanced matching based, which is Facebook speak. And I would have to, I mean, I could put stuff together, but I would rather have them choose that. So I can go external ID. I feel good about that at least. And then let's go visitor ID. Email, I could go hashed email, right? We could go, yeah, that's enough. All right, so we're identifying these people. We have a way to do so, and it's apples to apples across both events. Notice that there's less going on. Object properties. Is that where I could add the equivalent? Maybe. So I was thinking like this. I don't know exactly what's in the other one, but let's say that I know exactly what's in that. And then I could go here, right? Right. And then the game would be, all right, let me go over to Facebook. Let me run a test event and try to see what's going on. I'm not a Facebook user. I'm not a Facebook guy. I've done it before with other clients. However, what you do is you collaborate. I like to collaborate with entire teams. I don't have to be the guy implementing everything. I like having the idea and the strategy. But aside from that, yeah, I love also grabbing help from other people on the team that already work at the company. Also, that's part of my secret as to how I get deeper and deeper into the company is I usually work with a company that needs this type of help. I collaborate with the people who are already there because that allows me to mitigate a lot of red tape as well. And then they're able to say, oh, yeah, I can do this, this, and that. I'm in charge of Facebook or I'm in charge of LinkedIn or Reddit or whatever. Then we turn into a real team because I can pool all this stuff. I can allow them to have it. I don't need credit, other people on the team get credit for some of these ideas because I'm not implementing, they are implementing parts of it. So it's a collaborative effort. Everybody wins. Hope that makes sense. I'm not going to save this, but let's watch more TikToks and I'm going to call it good.
So why Google Analytics 4? Well, I'm going to show you one reason why today. So I'm taking a quick look at the GA4 recommended events list, and there are some really interesting things going on. They've got it sectioned off for different lists. So this is kind of like a general area for all properties. You can see the types of things that you can track quickly. You can also have just, online sales and e-commerce type of application, and it's great for that as well. Yep, just wanted to show you why GA4 is so powerful. So why Google Analytics 4? Well, I'm going to show you one reason why today. So I'm taking a quick look at the GA4 recommended events list, and there are some really interesting things going on. They've got it sectioned off for different lists. So this is kind of like a general area for all properties. You can see the types of things that you can track quickly. You can also have just, online sales and e-commerce type of application, and it's great for that as well. Yep, just wanted to show you why GA4 is so powerful. So why Google Analytics 4? Well, I'm going to show you one reason why today. So I'm taking a quick look at the GA4 recommended events list, and there are some really interesting things going on. They've got it sectioned off for different lists. So this is kind of like a general area for all properties. You can see the types of things that you can track quickly. You can also have just, online sales and e-commerce type of application, and it's great for that as well. Yep, just wanted to show you why GA4 is so powerful. So why Google Analytics 4? Well, I'm going to show you one reason why today. So all
right. Well, this is the game, y'all. This is it. Oh, thank you for watching. It's only going to get better. I'm just going to keep putting these out. It's fun. It's a break in the day. It's a new challenge, and it's also an opportunity for me to highlight some of the stuff that we're working on. Yeah, I think that making content, getting eyeballs and getting engagement is one of those things that I can show you guys what I'm doing, and it's going to naturally tie into my own GA4, my own GTM, my own setups, my own way that we're using Calendly, and we're tracking every single Calendly event from them viewing a calendar to them booking a time. I have all that. I have all that information, and just give us a little time. We're going to package everything up, make it easy for people to interact with it and understand what's going on and how they can pretty much mimic what we're doing. It's fine. I want you to have a good tracking setup. Just know that we can show you what we're doing, and hopefully it's valuable for you. So that said, I appreciate you guys for watching. Holler at me. FixYourTracking.com. I forgot this whole time I didn't put the banner up. Dang it. Yep, there you go. FixYourTracking.com. Schedule a call and stuff. All right, bye. 2 hours. Wow. Almost 2 hours.